What is up, guys? Pie up in here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. So, I mean, the title probably gives it away, but they did confirm the 1-year anniversary will be a thing. I know this is probably a lot of people are going to be like, well, yeah, duh. I mean, it's almost been a year. But there's always the case, especially if you are a Tales fan that has played, the previous Tales Gachas. You know that Tales Gachas don't have the best track record for longevity on the Western side of things. Now, of course, it's a little different this time because both versions, Japanese and English, launched at the same time. So odds are they wouldn't shut down just one when they're, at the same kind of pacing. But you never know with these kinds of games. I've seen even non-Tales games that don't even make it a year long just because they don't make enough money. There's not enough people who play the game. I guess if we want to talk about Tales Gachas that have actually come over to the West, Crestoria is the third one. First one was Tales of Link, which there is this huge misconception on the Western side, Western fan base, that Tales of Link shut down because it wasn't making enough money, when that's actually not the case. The reason Tales of Link shut down is because the Japanese version shut down. If you have two gacha games, but the Japanese version is ahead of it, when the Japanese version shuts down, the global version will shut down possibly before even ever catching up to what the Japanese version had. Like, what's a good example? Let's go with a long-running game. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. When the Japanese version announces their shutdown, the global version will die right when the Japanese version does. So they're always 6 months behind, so that's 6 months of content that are probably like 4 months, honestly, because they'll still go for like another month or two. That you're never going to get. But Tales of Link did not shut down due to lack of sales or anything like that. It was literally just Tales of Link finished its main story, which, we're going to go into this in a second. It finished its main story, and they were like, all right, we told the story we want to tell. There's nothing really for us to do with the game anymore. So they shut it down. I'm sure sales on Tales of Link weren't like crazy, because that was about the time when Raze was coming out, and a lot of other, high-quality gacha games were coming out, so the whole Sprite kind of like gacha was starting to kind of fizzle out, which is kind of funny, because I just mentioned Dokkan, which is very Sprite-related, as compared to a lot of gachas that have been coming out today. And then we talk about Tales of the Raze Western version, which, every Tales fan should know about at this point. It made it, if you want to be technical, it really only survived about, 6 or 7 months. And then there was a dead period of no content. And then, like, the final month before it shut down, they released the final banners that were to come out. It was like, I think the final banner was like Christmas. So Christmas Milla on Raze. So that was like before even the 1-year anniversary. And, that was more due to there was no advertising for Raze whatsoever besides the initial launch trailer. They put the initial launch trailer on the official Bandai YouTube channel, and then it was like they had a Facebook page, which at that time, Facebook wasn't really that popular anymore. Not a lot of people use Facebook anymore. Everyone's on Twitter, so obviously it wasn't very smart of them to not have a Twitter to kind of promote the game, or, use the official Tales channel or Twitter to promote the game. So there was not a lot of promotion. There was not a lot. Plus, they only had one type of currency. They had the Mirror Gems, so that didn't encourage people to spend money on the game. So that was also another kind of issue there, but it's pretty much what happened with Raze. It didn't last a year. I think Tales of Link lasted, I think it was 4 years in Japanese and 3 years in English, because it was a year behind when it actually got started. But both versions did tell the entire story. And now here we are with Crestoria. About to, in about a month and a half, we will be at the 1-year anniversary. And we can finally, we can go into this. So let's go to Message from the Team, Volume 11. And of course, I'll have my new event video. I haven't actually even started the event yet. Too much going on today. But I will have that, probably the Crestoria event video on the next day or two. Okay. So let's just read what this letter has to tell us. So first things first, thank you for playing Tales of Crestoria. This is Tales of Crestoria team. In this notice, we will be covering our new milestone of 5 million downloads worldwide, and the Summon Medals introduced on May 31st. In case you didn't know, they added an official pity system. I guess I can go over that real quick since it's now officially in-game. once it decides to load. So we go to exchange. So this is only for this month. So any coins, long story short, every time you summon, you get a coin. If you do a single summon, I assume you only get 1 coin, and I assume a multi is 10 coins. I have made a vow to not summon, as beautiful as Alicia is. I've made a vow to not summon, and I need to prove people wrong that I am not going to summon on this banner. So I'm not going to show you how we get coins or whatever. Maybe on the next banner I'll do a single summon, because my vow will be done then. But every single gives you 1 of these tokens, and a multi will give you 10. And if you want to grab the unit from the banner, you need 200. So you need to do an equivalent of 20 multis or 200 single summons, which is actually it's not that bad. If you really think about a lot of gacha games' pity systems, 20 multis is really not that bad. Especially if you're someone who really just saves for a particular unit or a particular character. You know, you can save up 20 multis in like 2 or 3 months. That's really not bad. And in which case, most free-to-play players should only be summoning, you know, every 2 or 3 months, because then all the previous units you missed out on get put in the general pool, and you can pull units you didn't have for a good while. And it definitely helps build your account, so that's going to be good. So that's it there, and then I guess if you don't have enough to get them, you can exchange whatever you have left over for these turtle medals. Oh, right, it's 4 o'clock, so it's gonna make me, well, we're going back to the home screen. Alright. Let's, log back in. So yeah, so basically, and I'll show off what's in the turtle shop as well. I definitely picked poor timing to, record this video. I should just wait until after it hit 4 o'clock, but it is what it is. But yeah, so it's actually really exciting that we do have confirmed that we are going to hit the 1-year anniversary. That means the game is doing well enough to where, because the thing you don't really see too often. Oh my god, why is this taking so long? Just give me my login buzz, Jesus. A lot of games will die like right before the 1-year anniversary, because, you know, obviously they don't want to make you spend on the anniversary and then be like, oh, we didn't get enough money, by the way, we're shutting down in 3 weeks. Oh my god, this is actually ridiculous. Okay, thank you, come on. I can think of one particular game that I actually covered on this channel for a little bit. Star Ocean Anamnesis, the first anniversary for the global version happened, and they released the banner, and then there was like no content for the anniversary itself. And then, like, right after the anniversary ended, they're like, oh, by the way, the game's shutting down in, like, 3 months. So you don't want to do that, because then you get a lot of backlash, because that's really scummy if you do stuff like that, because you get people who just spent, you know, basically out of their butt to, you know, get these anniversary units. You basically took their money and then told them that, which, I get it, it's part of a gacha, it happens, but it would have just been better if you, like... It's a very tricky situation, because maybe they were like, okay, let's see how the anniversary does. Maybe the anniversary will breathe new life into the game. But then at the same time, you're like, okay, let's do this anniversary so we can get everyone's money and then peace out. So you don't want to do that. So I don't think Crestoria is going to do that, where we have the 1-year anniversary and then like a month after they're going to be like, oh, well, the game's not doing well, time to shut down. Okay, so now that we're finally back here after a few minutes... Oh my god. Okay, one thing, by the anniversary, can we get these connecting issues or loading issues to be a bit faster? Okay, so Turtle Shop, let's take a look real quick. Loading, okay. So, these are accumulated over time. So you can save these for as long as you want, you know. I guess if there's any, like, coins, like, if you're someone who does, like, okay, I do 3 multis on a banner and I peace out, so that gives you, like, 30 of those coins. You can exchange them for Turtles medals. That means you have 30 coins to use towards either Awakening Stone or SSR tickets. So, you know, 5-6 banners down the line that you summoned on, you can then exchange those for this. Because one thing about these that you have to keep in mind, and I really want to make sure everyone understands, these disappear at the end of the month. When it hits June 31st, Or, okay, yeah. Basically, June 31st or June 30th, these disappear and you can no longer use them. So you either exchange them for Turtles medals at the end of the month, or they just disappear. Because obviously, it's not one of those things where you just get a bunch of these gold coins and you can just hold on to them until there's a unit that you want and then you don't have to summon it all. That's not how this works. But on the bright side, you know, the coins that you don't use, you know, you turn into Turtles medals, and eventually you grab an SSR ticket, which now the SSR tickets include every unit up to the end of 2020, or you could really save for a dupe, which you can put into any character that you own. Any character you want that you own, you just throw it in, that's a free dupe. So I think it is a pretty decent pity system, much better than I was expecting. I was honestly just expecting kind of like what they did for the half anniversary, but I think this is definitely better. More variety of what you can actually use your stuff for. So now let's continue. Holding a campaign to celebrate that. Yeah, we got the 5 million downloads, as you just saw with the login. Still going on. You know, you get 5,000 Gleam Stones over the whole course of the login if you've been logging in. And then right here is the important thing. To the players who have made this milestone possible and extend our thanks, it is due to your continued support that we are able to celebrate the first anniversary of Tales of Crestoria in July this year. So that confirms it. The anniversary is in July. I mean, that's when the game started, when it first launched. It was like, I don't remember the exact day, but I think it was the middle of July. And I've talked about this as well, where I said, you know, we have this banner right now, the Alicia and Mint banner. I think we'll have another banner that starts when this one leaves, so around like the 15th of June. We'll have another EX banner, I'm sure, probably towards the tail, maybe around like the 23rd or the 24th. And then we'll have one more final, probably a seasonal banner, kind of like the Bride's banner, at the end of June, you know, June 31st. And then when that one ends will be when the anniversary banner should start, which we've already talked about in previous videos, is 99% going to be the Kanata, Mizella, and Vicious that we've gotten to their unlocked Bloodsin versions. So we're planning to celebrate our first anniversary with a lavish campaign, so stay tuned for more details. I'm sure it'll have a decent login bonus. What else? I'm sure they're going to do another thing like they did with the half anniversary, where up to a certain point, we can pick any SSR we want, besides EX units. So I'm guessing, my honest opinion is that the cutoff point will probably be the, what was the banner? It was, I'm trying to remember who she came with. It was Riala and somebody else. I forget who Riala came with. But I think Riala's banner will be the one that has, like, the cutoff point. Because I remember I think it went up to, what it go up to Raven and Alicia for the half anniversary, and that was like 2 or 3 months before the half anniversary. So I think that's where it'll probably go. Yeah, and then they go ahead and explain here that the medals do have an expiry date. That's why they're called June medals. I don't know if they're going to change the icon very much each month, but obviously, you know, next month we'll have July tokens, and I'm sure the July tokens for the anniversary banner can be used only on the anniversary banner, so such and so forth. Oh yeah, that's another thing I didn't mention. So there's June 1 coins, and then there's going to be June 2 coins, and there's going to be June EX coins. So the June EX coins, self-explanatory, will be used on the EX banner, but the June 1 and June 2 coins will be for each specific banner. So the gold medals you get on this Alicia and Mint banner, you can't use on the end of the month or the middle of June banner. I don't know who it'll be. You know, let's just throw to Emil and Sharia. We already have a Sharia, but whatever. If it was like Emil and Sharia in the middle of the month, you can't use the gold coins you get from the Alicia and Mint banner on their banner. You have to summon on their banner. So, long story short, if you want to guarantee you're going to get the pity for the unit, have 50k Gleam Stones ready in start with a banner. In closing, we are currently developing new content for the game and look forward to sharing more details with our players in our next message. Heading towards our first anniversary, our team is working hard to bring our players the best service possible. Thank you for your support. We hope you continue to enjoy Tales of Crestoria. So, definitely has a bright future ahead of the game. Very, very excited for the 1-year anniversary, which I'm going to try and not summon at all before then. I think the only thing that could make me break would be like if the last EX unit before the anniversary is like Mythos. I think Mythos would break me. I think I definitely would go to the pity if I had to, and then I would just restock in time for the anniversary, but I think Mythos would be the, or Sheena. If they dropped like a normal Sheena in the middle of June, I would definitely summon for that. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it's like 2 characters I just can live without for the time being. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens with this anniversary. Pretty excited. I think even if I get lucky during the anniversary summons, like let's say I spend 20k Gleamstones and I've already gotten Vicious, Kanata, and Mizella, I think I will still go to the pity just so I can start filling my account with more SSRs that I've missed over the time. Because if you really think about it, before we get out of here, I guess we'll just look at my account real quick. The last, I think we can go to obtained. Well, Douse was the, in terms of like actual newest unit, is this Milla right here. Milla, I got on her own banner. Ludger, I actually got on his banner after he left. But before those two, Kanata, Zelos were both ticket units that I got. I got them from SSR tickets. Gaius, I got from his own banner. I did like 1 multi. And then before that, that's the half anniversary. That was my pity at the half anniversary. So since the half anniversary, I've only gotten 2, 4, I've gotten 7 new SSRs in like 6 months. That's not very much, you know. All my units down here are relatively older units. So I'll be able to benefit a lot from 6 months of SSRs that I've kind of missed out on. And of course, Sharia and Douse are from before the 6-month anniversary, but I selected Sharia with that paid pack, where you got to select I think you select a character, and she was on it, which, you know, if I hadn't selected her, I definitely would be summoning on this Alicia banner right now. And Douse, I did I did like a single summon on he was on a raid up with Mew. And I did that so I was able to get Douse as well. But for the most part, I'll just deal with what I've got here right now. How many do we have? So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 52 SSRs. So that's not bad. But I'm hoping to fill out my account a bit more. I guess top things to mention, you know, if I could get Orwin or Aizen, you know, unfeatured, that would be great because I'm really lacking a Earth heavy hitter. There's also the chance that Kanata for the anniversary could be Earth, so if he's an attack-heavy Earth unit, that would help me out even more. And of course, if Riala is in the select thing, after I've done all my summons, if I haven't pulled Riala during the anniversary, I will use my select stone, assuming they give it to us, which I'm sure they will, to select her as long as she's in the pool, because then I'm set for all my colors having a healer of every color. Now, not all the healers I have are the best. I feel like probably the weakest healer I have is probably Dark Zelos. Like, he's decent, but I don't know. There's just 22% is just so lacking. Now, of course, once he has full dupes, you know, he's a bit better. But even just with only 1 dupe in him, 22% is just not great. I know he's got first aid too, but I mean, you could say that about other characters who also have a heal on them. You know, Estelle, she does 35, hers is a heal too. She does 35% healing, which is definitely, you know, buffed with my Ascend and Transcend board that I can definitely work on. And then, of course, she has first aid as well. I don't know. Dark Zelos, I feel like, could definitely be replaced with a better Dark healer down the line. But I think all my other healers are pretty set. So, yeah, it's just water. I'm really lacking one. But anyways, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys are excited for the confirmation of the 1-year anniversary and beyond. I think this game is going to do just fine. I know a lot of people were worried that this game wouldn't see the first anniversary, but it looks like we are. And of course, I guarantee they are going to do a live stream. So definitely be on the lookout for, I don't know if it'll be like a pre-recorded thing and then they just like premiere it, or they're actually going to do a live stream. Because if they do an actual live stream, it's not going to, you know, have subtitles because it's live. But we'll just have to wait and see. You know, they might have some goodies for us in a live stream. I'm sure they'll do a live stream. I'm sure it'll be like the half anniversary where like a day or two before the banners drop, they do a live stream and then they reveal everything there. So that'll be very exciting. That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.